What's going on, guys? Brian back with another episode of our State of Decay 2 new player guided walkthrough. And I just got a radio call from the cannibals. They said they want to thank me for helping them out. So we're gonna head down there, check them out, and then we're also gonna go and recruit the Red Talon. At this point, you guys have seen my my video explaining a little bit about Daybreak. Like I said, I didn't go in super depth about that. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what Daybreak is and how to get in there. And this episode, I'm going to be showing you everything that you can do with those points. So Shonda here, we used her last episode. We're going to get her on base defense. And let's see, who are we going to take out? I think we'll take out Dale here. I was kind of steering away from him because I didn't know if I wanted to keep him or not due to his attitude. But we'll let him stick around. He has a super good cardio stat. And, okay, so we're going to go down there, see what the hell they want. We'll go with Purpose 1022. We got a lot of 22 ammo. Okay, so that's done. And let's grab our 9mm. Stamina and health. Beautiful. I think that should be all we need. What is his skills? So no fighting. We'll get him a weapon. What is the... Okay, so the machete's just all around better than that weapon. All right, so let's see. We're going to head down south. We'll take our Jeep. Savage. So I think with that pyro launcher mission, right? I literally think if you come over here and you would equip a pyro launcher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There it is.
Yeah, that's just free influence. So we're going to do that mission really quick on our way down. If you already have a pyro launcher and that pyro launcher mission pops, yeah, you can go do it, and it'll give you some influence.
Hell yeah.
So this is the downside to the pyro launcher is the reload animation. It takes forever. So it's definitely one of those weapons you want to make sure are prepared before you head out. All right, so make sure we got fuel. We do. This car has really, really good gas mileage, so... Let's see. Yep, I got it. But yeah, it's just free influence, you know what I mean? Since we already have a pyro... Now, the thing is this, if you don't have a pyro launcher and it's like, oh, go, you know, order a pyro launcher or buy one, I would steer away from that. But if you already have one, it's free influence. So we're going to park right up here. Okay, so as you guys can see, the whole entire horde is right there in the back. It should be a pretty easy shot with the pyro launcher. Well, they're kind of spread out, so it might actually be 2 shots. Alright, so let's just go deal with these sways really quick. I wasn't going to sit there and just keep wasting rounds. They were so spread out. All right, so let's go to finish this mission, and then we're going to head down, and we're going to recruit the... Or we're going to do that mission for those people, and then I'm going to come back and recruit the Red Talon. Come on, big boy. Boom. Yeah, bloaters don't like fences. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, the main reason why I want to clear these cannibals out as soon as possible is because I want to move into that base. It's actually where I want to live.
Whoa, a lot of plague zombies around here.
On this map, I think for a fresh start lethal game, it's probably one of the best bases in the game. Just the built-in facilities, they really... Well, you'll see. Once we actually get a chance to get in there, I'll try to show you guys everything that base has to offer. There we are. You know how to park nice. Dude, why are you running away, man? What's up, Patrick?
I'm so glad you came by. We have a real treat for you. Trust me, this is the most delicious meat you can find anywhere. It's life-changing. Really? Hey, thank you.
So here, if you guys don't know that these are cannibals, one of the ways to tell is they sell mystery meat. And the mystery meat, it just, you know, it says it smells a little odd, but it's definitely meat. Now, this is obviously human. And, yeah, I mean, you could eat it. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't do anything. So if your community is low on food, you can literally bring it home, deposit it into your community, and just eat it all the same. It doesn't matter. But another thing you could do is if you break it open, boom, you get these bag of meat snacks. Says it looks like jerky but smells like gym socks. Restores stamina, and you know it's kind of like a nutritional snack or whatever. And then you also get these luxury items. So this obviously was a human's watch. They chopped it up, and you know we got a little bit of his watch. But you can actually come right back in here and just sell this shit right to him.
I got some stuff to trade. How about it? Sure.
Because we're not eating that crap. All right, so that's their mission done. Now let me call in this Red Talon. So, as you guys can see, I did a little bit of Daybreak. I literally had to run. I think I ran a round 3 in the video that I made for you guys, and then I did another round, like 4 rounds of Daybreak, and I was able to get the rest of the points I needed to recruit the Red Talon. So, in order to recruit the Red Talon, which is the soldiers you use in Daybreak, you have to come down here to Daybreak options, and you hit Recruit Red Talon Daybreak Operator. Now, there's 2 of them. These 2 are exactly the same thing. Like, stat-wise, everything is the same about them. The only difference is the outfit they're wearing. This one is going to have that ninja outfit on with the black mask and the military suit. And this one's going to have, like, the old Red Talon outfit that came out when State of Decay 2 first was released. Extreme Hook, thank you so much for the sub, mate. All right. We want the ninja one just because it's cool.
Red Talon agents looking to join the new team? Because we're hiring. Absolutely. We have a nearby agent who will respond shortly to your request.
So while we're waiting for that, let's farm up some samples, get him some fighting XP.
All right, I'm here. Just point me at the trouble.
All right, so now we're going to be farming red talons. Now I'm going to show you guys. I want a hacker. That is the skill that I'm going to be looking for. Now I advise you guys to go. I don't have a video on my channel, but I advise you guys to go on Google and search the 5th skills for red talons, and just kind of figure out which one works best for you, like what you're looking for in your game. And try to find a red talon that has that. Now, when you call a red talon in, hold on a sec, guys. I literally feel like my audio is so loud. That I'm like yelling. So in order to get the red talons, or when you call in a red talon, and say it's one that you don't want, say it has a skill that you don't want, you could in the base game, you can say no, I don't want this red talon. They'll give you your points back, and that radio call will be on cooldown. This will be on cooldown for 45 minutes. So you would have to wait 45 minutes in order to call in another one. Now what happens is you can call it, if you don't care about the outfit they're wearing, you can just call in the one below it. And then, obviously, if you don't want that one, then you'll have to wait, you know, for the first one to come back off cooldown or whatever. But there is a way around that cooldown. And if I don't get the red talon I want, I will show you exactly what that is. Farrell just ran right in front of the car. Okay, so it's gonna be right up here.
Hello. Hey, what's poppin'?
All right, so what you do is once you get to your red talon, you just walk up. Let's kill the zombie before he starts issues.
So I've heard some voices out there questioning our goals. And that's okay.
And you're just going to learn about them, see what their 5th skill is. So this one is gut packing. This one like gives you, I believe, knowledge of nutrition, and you get some extra food buffs. We don't need that, though. And all these other skills we'll go into eventually once I get the red talon. But since this is not a red talon that we want, all you have to do is, now that we've started the mission, we've called them in, we've come over here, the mission is now active. And the thing about missions in State of Decay, as long as they're not like character missions, they will always restart when you reload your game. So what happens is you literally go here, exit game, quit the main menu. Now, once you get back into the main menu, legit, all you're going to do is you're going to come back in and reload your game. And then once you come back in, what's going to happen is that red talon mission is going to repopulate as if you just called it in for the first time. And it's going to spawn in a brand new red talon operator. They're going to have different skills, different everything. Sometimes they'll spawn right in the house that you're at. But generally, they'll bounce between 2 areas. So every time you do this, you'll be kind of driving back and forth from one area to another. Now, let's see. Yep. So I got lucky. He respawned in the same house. Come up to Powers here. It's an awesome name. Learn. So this one has infrastructure. Not what I want. So, yeah, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to cut this part to when I get what I want, but I don't want to have you guys see me keep going in and out. But yeah, that's how you do it, guys. So until you get what you want, you just keep doing this over and over and over again. So I'll see you guys on the other side.
got any extra badass Red Talon agents looking to join the new team? Because we're hiring.
Absolutely. We have a nearby agent who will respond shortly
G.
to your request.
G. All right, guys. So legit, right when I said I didn't want you guys to wait, I legit logged in, and the first one right after that had hacking. So I might not even cut it just so you guys could see. Yeah, I got really, really lucky. So this guy has hacking. His name is Thorn, and we'll bring him back to our base. So what hacking does is it gives you a bunch of computer skills. I think you get knowledge of, I want to say computers and programming, and you get the extra outpost slot. So it's one of my favorite Red Talons. But that wasn't bad at all. Man, that was, I'm super, super happy about that. Now, it's all RNG too, you know what I mean? Depending on how many times I've done it 30, 40 times, guys, and still not got the Red Talon I want. But I just happened to get pretty lucky there.
The fucking flooring. Give it some time. You're gonna like it here.
Okay, let's get that pyro launcher put away. All right, so we're going to take this Red Talon out for a spin because that is what we're going to be focusing on today. This episode is kind of trying to get you guys up to speed on what Red Talons are and what they do. So let me see. Chemistry. He doesn't have a skill. Hacking. Did I make a computer person? I didn't. Good. Good. So swap over to him. Now, when you get your Red Talon, they come with resources on them. Or not resource. They come with, you know, their own gun. They all have different guns that they could spawn with. This one is the, what is this? It's the fully automatic 44 Magnum. Yeah, the RTX Rampart. It's an okay gun. It melts juggernauts pretty good, but I'm not a huge fan of it, obviously, because it's super loud. Got some fire bombs there. Those fire bombs are really, really cool against plague ferals. So when you guys go to lethal zone, using these, if you throw one at a plague feral, it'll instantly stun it. So say you get hit by a feral pack, like 3 ferals. If you throw this, it'll instantly stun them. And if you throw one more right at them again, it'll kill them all. It's a really, really cool skill. Or a really cool item. So our guy here has almost max prowess, which is really, really cool. This is, now the way their regular skills work, how you have, you know, our regular cardio skills, like, you know, powerhouse, resourcefulness, swordplay. Red Talons are kind of the jack of all trades, I guess you could say. So, for instance, when I max out fighting, this Red Talon will now be good at everything. He'll be good at swordplay. He'll be good at blunt weapons. He'll be good at close combat. They'll be good at everything. Same thing with wits. He'll have scouting. He'll have stealth. He'll have resourcefulness. They get all the best parts of every skill in one skill. So that's what makes them so good. All right, so let's take this guy out. Let me see. Do we have any tasks that we need to get taken care of? Let's check our resources. We could use a little bit of fuel. Why not? I could call in a trader, but let's let me see, actually. Because we needed a builder leader, didn't we, guys? Sheriff. Yeah, so we still don't have that builder leader yet. Which kind of stinks. Let me see what else we can put in this large slot. We could do a lounge. Now, a lounge is nice for trying to build up like morale, trying to give your people, make your people happy and stuff like that. But right now, I guess we could build it in the meantime. You know what I mean? Just because, like, how many materials are we spending a day? Actually, no. So what we're going to do is, as you guys can see, when you start getting more facilities going, you start using more materials. So my beds cost 1 material a day. Our infirmary costs 1 material a day. Our trade depot, all this stuff is costing 1 material a day. And we have a material outpost that's giving us a little bit of materials. But what you can do actually to negate all of this cost is to build one of these. This is a staging area. Now, this just reduces all of the maintenance costs to 0. None of your facilities are going to cost you any materials. They actually have a outpost. It's the landmark outpost in Cascade Hills that acts as one of these, so you don't have to use a slot in your base to get this effect. You can just claim the outpost. But yeah, let's build one of those, kind of cut that material cost down a little bit. All right, and let's see what else can we. We're gonna go look for some fuel. So we're gonna grab ourselves our 1022, 9 mil. We'll rock. Which one is better? This one. Actually, no. We'll go katana machete. Yeah.
We all have military and tactical training. We'd like to help you if you can afford our service.
They want med kits, right? The military people are like, oh yeah, we'll help you, and then they're like, but you got to pay us med kits, and it's like, dude, med kits are or first aid kits. Where these? They're not easy to get your hands on. All right, so we're good to go. Let's head out. We're gonna go search for some fuel. So we're gonna scan the map here, see what we can find. I'm gonna go check over here in this area. I don't know if there's something over here, but I feel like there might be. And we'll go see what that enclave has to sell over here too. These guys. Let me see if I have anything I want to sell them also. And we're kind of just going to try to fight with this guy. I want to get him leveled up. His fighting. He only needs 1 more star, so that should be pretty easy for us to do. Alright, so we don't really have any luxury items to sell. It seems like we probably took care of those in one of the previous episodes recent. Alright, we will grab a gas can though. There it is. Now, like I said, if I can't find fuel out and about, because we have the trade depot now, we can just call in a fuel trader. But we also have all of our enclaves, you know what I mean? You can go by your enclaves, see if they have anything to sell. There's plenty of options other than looting, and I feel like that's when Lethal first came out, a lot of people were complaining, oh, there's no loot, there's no loot, there's no loot, the map is so empty, blah blah blah. But the problem was everybody was still looking at Lethal through the same eyes as, oh well, if you need resources, just go loot for it. And that's how everybody looked at it. But what Lethal did was it forces people to have to, let's go see if this place has anything.
Thinking we got a plague heart nearby.
Fenced off gas station. I don't know if we can get fuel out of here, but we can check. UNX, thank you so much for the sub. So, what Lethal Map did was it forced players to have to find other ways to get resources, such as outposts, trading with your trade partners and stuff like that. Which I loved, you know what I mean? I found that to be a very engaging feature of Lethal Zone. But a lot of other people, they were just looking at it as, oh, I can't go out and loot fuel. What do you mean? Or I can't go out and loot materials. And it's like, no, now you got to find other ways to get the resources. I doubt we're going to get it here, though. It's not a bad mod. Actually, I'm going to sell it, though. I don't... What that mod does is, like, say I know I want to... upgrade my let me hold on before I give you guys the wrong information. I'm pretty sure it increases facility actions. So say I know in my workshop I wanted to craft, you know, one of these, or if I wanted to break down weapon parts or something. This takes 6 minutes, right? If if I knew, all right, you know what? I want to break down a ton of weapon remains right now, like a ton of them. Say I got like, 12 of these stocked up in my base. What you could do is you install this mod into your workshop, and it will reduce that time by like half. And you don't need electricity. You don't need anything to do. Instead of taking 6 minutes, now it's only going to take 2 to 3 minutes each. So it's all right. There's another one that's machine tools. It's better, but it requires you to have electricity. Oh, I didn't even see this play card up here because we never came over in this area. Or I did and I just forgot. But yeah, that's how you go about using the hand drill press. Oh, there's another play card over here. Wow. Yep. Okay, so there is fuel. I was like, for some reason there was something telling me there was gas over here. So we're gonna have a lot of zombies to fight. Now, swordplay is a harder skill to use when you're fighting like multiple zombies. Let him fall. Not a single plague sample, seriously, Sway? Now, red talons, you're going to notice when you're trying to level up your red talon that they're just not skilling up very fast. You're going to be like, what the hell's going on? They have a reduced skill gain. That's one of the downsides to them, is they just build up their skill levels slower than, regular survivors. And on Lethal Zone, where everybody has a skill gain penalty, red talons are even worse to level up. So, but yes, nice that I remember this fuel place. Ooh, okay. I'll actually swing by and sell some of that stuff to that Enclave. There we go. And we'll sell that to the Enclave. So we actually have 2 more play cards over here in our AO.
Really starting to come together.
But I think the Enclave is right up in that shed there.
We're gonna be sent food soon unless we get help.
I don't know where that mission spawned. Oh, freaking house. So, all right, we haven't had one of these, honestly, our whole entire playthrough. Now, these are missions that pop up, and they're like, oh my god, we need help. And they give you a time limit. It's like, yo, you only got like 13, 15 minutes or so to get down there. Now, the cool thing about this mission is when you complete it, it's going to instantly level that Enclave all the way up to Ally. Instantly. So if you're not scared of dealing with a feral because you're gonna have to fight a feral, always go down there. Now it's not that bad. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. A lot of the times the Enclave will kill the feral for you. All right, so we just maxed our fighting out. Beautiful. So now we're gonna get heroism, which, like I told you, oh wow, come on, seriously. which gives you the abilities that, you know, swordplay has. I get all the abilities that blunt weapons have, and you get the enhanced close combat stuff. So it's really, really good. So at this point with the Red Talon, you just pick your poison. Whatever's your fun for you, that's what you go with. So we're going to sell that. I think I had something else I wanted to sell them. Yeah, we're going to sell them this crossbow and this press. And then we're going to head right down and try to help out that group.
Relax. We on it.
The sooner you're here, the happier I'll be.
Yeah, so
I'm so glad I found this place.
they're pretty far away.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, so any of the freaking house missions, instant allies. Trying to think of the fastest way to get there. I'm just going to keep driving down this road. And we'll see if there's any fuel in that area. I'm not... This area of the map that we're going to, I'm not a super... Like... I don't know much about it. I don't really stay down in that area too much. I went down there once. I had a base there. Gas station. I think we already got the ruck out of there. Yeah, we already got the ruck out of there. Well, there's one more container, but I doubt it's a rucksack. But I'm always in Prescott because I go to the fire station, and then I beat the game before I even, you know, really get a chance to loot on this other side of the area. Materials. So I'm not too familiar with this side of the map. Warehouse up here. Materials, nice. So we already hit that fuel spot. That is one I do know about.
Take down that town before it gets in here.
I am not on the menu today.
Stay strong, amigo.
Anyone listening, if y'all want to make some deals, come on by.
The Z's are inside now. Get focused.
So yeah, with swordplay, once you actually start maxing it out, a skill that I don't use too much with it is the leg, where you can chop their legs off. Oh, right there, I should have known that he was going to hit first. But yeah, you can swing and chop their legs off. It's pretty useful in horde fights.
For God's sake, someone help us!
Just like that. Now they're permanently crawler.
Don't stop! Not for a second!
Then you can leave this dude and come deal with this dude. Turn around, come deal with these dudes. Well, we got screamers coming in. I got one over here and I seen one over here.
Only every fight was that easy.
See, but there was no feral.
It's nothing.
So it was like literally like just coming to helping them with a tiny little siege. But now they're full blown allies, and we're getting parts income and wits XP from them.
What you thinking?
Always down to trade.
They got food materials. We don't need either of those right now. And we got new trade partners. And I could learn about these guys, see if they have anybody with any skills that we may want. 2
Glad
chemists
to see you're still in one piece.
and a gardener. All right. So let's go check this area down here. I want to see if there's anywhere else where we might be able to get some fuel. All right, so we're going to hit the cell tower. That will allow us to fully reveal everything in this area.
Take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
So this is the lumber mill. That base is pretty cool. It has like four or five large slots. It's a pretty unique base. There's not too many. There's no other bases that have that many slots. All right, so we got some sways here. Okay, let's get our stamina back. Weapons are already breaking. This weapon is not very durable. But like I said, the good thing about this being a red talon is even if my sword does break and I have to resort to close combat, he's also an expert in close combat. So, alright, yeah, so let's go loot, check this area. Well, not loot. We're going to go hit the cell tower and scout this area and see if there's any fuel in this area, because this is somewhere I'm not 100% about. And I advise you guys to do this in any area that you are not 100% about. All right. A lot of sheds, a lot of little sheds, so. There's the landmark I was post of this map.
That's a bloater essay. Yeah, nothing more to see here.
So we got this full area revealed. Now we could just kind of pass over and see if there's anywhere that says fuel. Materials. Materials, materials. Nothing. Look at this, guys. You put in these situations, I'm going to have to resort to... Oh, we got a gas station. Boom, look at that. How did I not see that? But now we're getting to the point where the map is gonna start getting really, really stingy. And if you're not producing your own resources, you can run into some resource issues. All right.
Check the stuff I just dropped off. And let me know what else we need.
Nice. Thank you for the free stuff. All right, let's see if we can get that gas.
Almost garbage.
I wouldn't go that far. Let's call it garbage. Wow. Come on. Please give me a fuel ruck.
All quiet.
There it is. Come on. I was like, no way. Well, I wouldn't have been surprised. That's Lethal Zone for you. Well, Lethal Zone map.
We could use some help. Are you willing to lend us a hand?
Hey, so the
Remember that place we cleared out together? We've got trouble. Can you meet me there?
Be with you soon, vato.
so there's a materials trader
Please come right away.
that showed up. But the people that we want to clear out of there, they just hit us up asking us for some help. So let's pop over, check out the concession stands. It's a warehouse down here. I don't know if it has fuel in it though. Oh, baby. Materials. Well, we tried. We tried. We're gonna check across this little bridge, and there's like this little bridge over here with a warehouse. Give over here a peek. More materials. Oh. Nope. Alright, well, we checked. And no luck. We've definitely found quite a few material locations though, so if we ever do run into issues with materials again, we know where to look. But we should be doing pretty good on materials now.
Anybody here?
Yo,
All right, see what these guys want.
Coast looks clear.
Red Talon operatives are on the verge of completing Project Lighthouse. Congratulations to the men and women making it happen.
Project Lighthouse.
It's time for you to die.
I fucking knew it!
We're hungry and you look delicious.
Those culeros actually eat people? Oh, fuck that shit.
Yo, they try to set me up right there. So there's a couple of different ways that can go, and that was one of them. Is they'll I guess they'll set you up. They'll be like, hey, come meet us here, and then they try to kill you. And I just happen to draw faster than that lady, and I don't know if she had a gun. It looked like she had a gun at least. Yeah, she has some kind of weapon on her hip. But another way is you'll like get a radio call from this person that's like in distress and they're running from somebody, and you'll come and you'll find them. Yeah, she had a precision Glock 17. It's actually a pretty good gun. And what happens is once you find them, she's like, they are like, these people, they're trying to eat me, this and this and that, and they have that whole part of the storyline, and you can find out that way. But yeah, that was the first time I ever just been invited somewhere and they just try to kill me. So it is what it is, and now we're gonna go deal with them. Now we're gonna go deal with them. They're right down the road here, and we're gonna clear them right out.
Shit. A lot of plague zombies around here.
A lot of cover in the front of this place, so we should be okay. Just gotta watch out though, because they do have people that sometimes are up in the tower or on the high part. So you definitely want to watch and be careful so you don't take any shots. Okay, we got a ton of zombies here, so we're gonna lure these guys away really quick. So in this case, you want to be careful. Hostiles, they can start shooting you from a distance. So if you start hearing gunshots, just try to seek cover. But we also have all these zombies that we have to deal with now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bunch these guys up and burn them. Find some cover just in case these guys want to start shooting. Scan the high grounds. There's up there, right in there. It seems like there's nobody on the high ground, so now that bloater gas, like I showed. Okay, so it seems like they're both. One of them's. Yep, they're both in the open area over here. So Since we know that, we can cut around this way. Now they're going to have to come to us. Okay. Just like that, our potential home site is cleared. Now, let me see. These guys have any other things that I want? Let me bring my car over here. Let's see if she even has anything I want. So I got these 2 screwdrivers I can drop. Yeah. So we're definitely going to drop that. Grab that and those. So for this base, what do we need? I need 1 more survivor, which is cool. That's easy. We can recruit somebody from one of our many of enclaves. As you guys can see, we have plenty to choose from. We're just going to, once I do a little stock on my survivors and who I have at base, we're going to try to see what we could use. You know, in a survivor, and we'll go try to find one from an enclave. And we also are going to have to clear out 6 play cards. So it's going to be probably, obviously, those 6. And we'll probably just kill that 7th one for good measure. So obviously that is the game plan for next episode. We're going to find another survivor. We'll finish this episode off by getting back to base, getting this stuff deposited. We'll look over our survivors and try to figure out who we want, what kind of survivor we want. And next episode, we're going to clear out those play cards and try to recruit somebody.
Hello. I just need one helpful soul to pitch in for me.
Not interested. No interested, mate. But we did get some stims out of that. You guys know how I feel about my stims. Let me peek in here really quick. See what this last lootable is. Yo, wouldn't it be some shit if it actually is fuel? What the hell?
Terrific.
Cast making kit. Those are pretty good in the beginning of the game.
That's too much, man.
Yeah. Because what the cast making kit does is when you build your level 2 infirmary, a level 2 and up gives you passive healing. So your people, when they're injured, they will automatically heal over time in your base. Now that's not always the case. When you have a level 1, your people don't heal at all. So the only way to heal them is by using first aid kits or the emergency medicine function here. This is the only way to heal your people, like if they're hurt, without the passive healing. So what that cast making kit does, though, is it allows your people to passively heal even without having that level 2. So if you're, you know, strapped on materials and having a really, really hard time in the early game, you can go ahead and install one of those in your med facility, and it will give you the passive healing. That's actually something I'm going to touch on when I get back to base now. It's something I kind of neglected to tell you guys about. I'm going to explain some of the functions that your med facilities have. I don't know how much I touched on previously, but just in case I'll reiterate. I don't want to, have you guys over here not utilizing your facilities to their full potential. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing it. And that's the mindset that I got to kind of keep trying to remind myself about. Because I don't take a whole lot of damage, so there's a lot of things that I'm just not showing you guys. Okay, so our fuel is looking really, really nice. Goddamn katana machetes all beat up.
Hey, keeping busy?
All right, so before we look over our survivors, first things first, infirmaries. Obviously, when your people have partial blood plague, you can throw them in these beds, clears it up. Here, you have the abilities to craft things. I can craft all these because I have a level 3. Obviously, we need water for those. And for strong painkillers, you're going to need somebody with knowledge of pharmacology, which is a branch of chemistry. So when you max out the chemistry skill, I think we have a chemist. So when I max her out, if I want, I could go the pharmacology build, which will allow me to specialize in like those high grade medications and stuff like that. And those meds, you can sell them for quite a bit. Really, really profitable. Now let's see. You can craft first aid kits, which these allow you to heal permanent injuries off your survivors. They can come in clutch, and you could sell them for quite a bit. They're a good item to have when you're playing with friends too. You can, friends will be like, hey, you got a first aid kit. They come in handy. We got our plague cures, and I've showed you guys about producing medicine to increase your skills, and you gain medicine when you do that. Now this tab, medical help. I haven't really touched on this tab, I feel, that much. Now, because I have a pathologist, which is somebody who's like pretty much a scientist in the blood plague community, like they know a lot about viruses and plague and stuff like that. So my pathologist is honestly giving us that community buff, which is allowing our people to take less plague damage. Now, because we also have pathology, you could do this. Now, this doesn't really come into... It doesn't really matter in the lower difficulties, but say you have people that just constantly are getting tons and tons and tons of blood plague. Instead of having to put them in that bed, you can do this. You click this, and what it does is, say I had, I got a base siege or something, and a bunch of plague pharaohs and plague jugs came and hit my guys, and most of my people have that white bar, and a lot of them have blood plague. You could just come into your infirmary, and you can activate this. And now you're going to get 300% increase in infection recovery. Now, this doesn't cure blood plague. If you have full-blown plague, the only way to cure that is with a cure, the actual vial of cure. But if your people aren't fully infected, you can utilize this, and it will cure them all. Now, you could just wait and because this costs 15 plague samples. Now, you could just wait and do it for free, or just let it go away by using the beds. But honestly, I would just do this. If you have a pathologist, just do this. It only costs 1 sample. All right, this is 15 samples. So if you do the math, this is going to cost me 15 samples and 2 meds, when I can just use this and clear all the plague off them for what? If I have 7 people, it'll cost me 7 samples compared to 15. Oh, sitting here talking to you guys right in the middle of a siege.
But today is actually good.
Check me out, motherfuckers.
How longer we can hold them off?
Plague sample over here. Too easy. Free influence. All right. So back to what I was saying. So the last part of this is primary care. Now, primary care, guys, is so good. Now, if you have, before you have a pathologist, what this does is it gives you plus 50 health for an hour. So if you want your people to just have more health, you just click this. Every one of your survivors in your community gets plus 50 health. It makes their health bars are going to be huge, guys. Huge. It's going to wrap around the freaking minimap. It's going to be big. So that's something you do if you just want a little more health. And on top of that, now that I have a pathologist, I also get plus 50% minus 50% plague infection for an hour. So that means my people will take an additional 50% less blood plague. So this stacks with the fact that she's giving people plus 50 plague resistance, and I have my like for instance, someone like Lily, she has her own plus 100 plague resistance. So if I activate primary care, she's going to be super tanky when it comes to blood plague. And then if you get a person with the hygiene skill, which gives your survivors an additional plague resistance, you can really like combo all of those things together, and you could have some really, really resistant people. Now, in this zone where, you know, the blood plague isn't very prominent and blood plague damage isn't that high, this isn't really a big deal because I don't even think I've had somebody yet get blood plague. Beowulf, thank you so much for the sub, man. I haven't had anybody even get blood plague, I don't think, but this is something that you guys can use if you are having issues. Now, it costs meds, and you need to have the pathologist to get the plague resistance. But another thing that this does is if you have a surgeon in your group, which is the other branch of medicine. So we went medicine to pathology. You can also go medicine to surgery. And what that does is it gives you, I think, minus 50% injury resistance, or plus 50% injury resistance, which means your people take less permanent injuries. But also, in this difficulty, it's not much of a thing because you don't really take permanent damage like that. And Dark Hellrose, thank you so much for the sub, man. So, guys, this episode's been going on a little long. Next episode, we'll fire it up, and we're going to look into searching through our people, kind of see what we have and what we're going to want. And we're going to use that and go around and find us another survivor, go clear out these plague hearts, and move into our new base because we have the influence. And yeah, we're ready. We're definitely ready. Not that I've outgrown this base. I honestly, this is a base you could easily finish the game in. But I do want some of those amenities. I wouldn't mind electricity, stuff like that. We can really take advantage of that fire station down there. And a little bit of a change of scenery, you know what I mean? So, again, guys, thank you so much for everything you guys do for me. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace!